Lake Placid is a small town of just 2,300 people. Nestled in the Adirondack Mountains, its location in upstate New York allowing an ample supply of winter wonders.
Just the ability to have cold temperatures that we can make our snow. We live and breathe winter sport, and we love it.
But this is far from just a playground. It's a renowned training ground for molding winter sports stars.
Lake Placid is steeped in Olympic history.
That history dates back decades. Nature may have provided the right weather, but one man provided the vision. Melville Dewey helped promote winter sports in the early 1900s, helping secure Lake Placid's bid to host the Winter Olympics in 1932.
Founded the idea of just this outside, sport, getting, in the winter, getting outside and doing fun things. And it wasn't just sledding, they were doing winter games kind of sport, bobsledding, and they built the track. And so it was this forethought.
Fast forward nearly 50 years later, Lake Placid won a bid for a second time to host the Winter Olympics. But there was a big caveat. They would have to come up with a venue that could host the Olympic Village, but also have a practical purpose once those games were done. And they found that place. You're looking at it right here behind me. What was once the host to the Olympic Village is now a federal prison. So what once housed Olympic athletes now holds the incarcerated. Lake Placid kept its Olympics promise and solidified its place in history as one of the few cities to host the Winter Games twice. Its pride on display on the welcome sign into town and the Lake Placid Olympic Museum. But it's not all about the past, but future. Paul Wylie helps develop training in the facilities at Lake Placid, building on his own experience, which led to a 1992 silver medal in men's figure skating.
I came here for several camps when I was a child. From a very early age, athletes here are participating with their families. You'll see these little babies out there, 2, 3 years old, on their little cross-country skis, shuffling back and forth, and they just love it, And I think, that's really required if you're gonna get to that level.
These 8 to 12-year-olds are well on their way.
You're literally playing off and you're flying.
Participating in a junior program coached by former competitive ski jumper Larry Stone.
I don't want to do it myself anymore, but yeah, you live through every jump that your athletes take, for sure.
On Lake Placid's Main Street, James Brooks watches all this from the sidelines. He moved here from New York City to start a pizzeria 14 years ago.
I came up skiing one winter, and I just really had a really strong feeling for Lake Placid.
For Brooks, here you don't have to be a sports expert to be an enthusiast.
And there's just the fresh air and the trees and the mountains, it makes it a really special place.
A world-class place with plenty of small-town charm. Frances Coe, CGTN.
It's pretty perfect.
Lake Placid, New York.